Okay, welcome everybody. Um, we're here today to present Raylib. Actually, as you know, it was released a couple of weeks ago for the 10th anniversary of the same day that 10 years ago was released Raylib 1.0. And yeah, actually, I make an effort to match the day. And yeah, it was really nice. Riley 5.0, the same day as Riley 1.0, 10 years ago. So this presentation would be kind of short. I'm just showing some of the key features of the variety. But by the way, you have the link to the presentation, right? Yeah, the link to the presentation I can share. I think yeah, yeah, I'm sharing it. Uh, I'm sharing it, and I'm also share it here. Okay, so you got the link presentation, and you can execute the presentation uh, on your computer. Okay, it's just a web page you access. Actually, the full presentation it's about it's code in C, and it's about 300 kilobytes. Oh, yeah, it's really nice. That's what you can do with Riley. So here it is, the presentation here. Okay, and here let's start the presentation. Play. Okay, so what are the features of this new version of Riley? Here we have the list with the features we are reviewing today. The first big new feature, um, a big redesign in the Riley architecture. Well, actually, it's not that bad compared with any previous redesign. Actually, really big because the Aircore platform module is divided in modules, and it has never was always a monolith C file containing platforms, and now we have that. Yes. The next week we are seeing event C. Actually, we'll see what it's possible to do. Um, Another feature is the splines drawing and point evaluation. It's very useful, and you will see what you can do with it. I will also comment on Write 4.0, that is a secondary library I use a lot together with raylib. That it's a library for small UI tools development, it's immediate. And yeah, there are uh, lots of new features. Besides that, actually, there are about 550 commits in this new release, and there are lots of. Okay, I will end up showing some of the tools having created with Raylib and Raigi in the. So um, let's start with the Raylib 5.0 architecture. Here you can see what is the architecture of the library. Actually, it's been the architecture of Raylib for the last 10 years, kind of. Raylib has not changed that much in terms of architecture in those 10 years. Every box in this diagram, every box, it's a .h or .p file. So you can consider that every every box it's a module. It's a module of the library. Actually, the full library it's only 7 modules, about uh, like 7 C files. Very small, super self-contained, very easy. Now with the redesign, it's also easy to port to other platforms. We have the audio module that it's self-contained. models, shapes, uh, contains, it's using internally the STB through type library for rasterization, the air textures module, several libraries, mostly image format supported by raylib. Then one of the main modules, always one of the main modules has been the RLGL module, that is an abstraction layer over OpenGL. That it actually just a .h file that it's portable and you can integrate with other libraries, and it abstracts a kind of immediate mode OpenGL programming from multiple versions of OpenGL, including OpenGL 1.1, 2.1, 3.3, 4.3, S versions. Lately, S 3.0 has been added, but not uh, tested a lot yet. Angle support was added last version also. So actually, it can run mostly over any version of NGL that exists in the market. And the big thing in the aircore, by default, the aircore module has random numbers. If you are a bit familiar with Riley, we familiar to you. In FL and SDFL libraries are for compression and decompression. They are only used. And yeah, here it is the big. It has been added. Um, the platforms have been divided into split into separate files. For example, we have a file that is for the desktop using GLFW that has been always the standard library for, but this time support for SDL backend and you get the link directly to the app. Here you have the implementation. So you can check the links. The module for HTML file, native DRM, Android, and another big addition has been Nintendo Switch. But unfortunately, this module has been using the official Nintendo Switch libraries, and they are under NDA, so it cannot be open source. But yeah, it has been done, and actually it was quite easier than expected. If you have any questions, uh, don't worry to just ask. Okay, this presentation is not intended to be myself just speak. If you have any okay questions, no questions. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. A good question. Just for the YouTube people that maybe did not hear the question, um, they are asking about the process to release a Raylib game for Nintendo Switch, considering that this is private. Well, this module actually has been sponsored by a publisher that it's called Jandusoft. It's a publisher from here, from Barcelona. Well, they are specialized in game porting to mostly any platform that you can imagine. So the process would be getting in touch with them and asking about it. That's that's it. Just know that you should be an official. Well, actually, no. If they are doing the porting, you don't need a Nintendo Switch developer. So if you have some game made with Raylib and you're considering um, porting it to Nintendo Switch or releasing it in Nintendo Switch, uh, yeah, oh, you can contact me or okay. So let's continue with the that's the architecture. As I said, that's everything. It's interactive. So I would talk later on. I will talk this about this tool. Is a tool I created for to make presentations. Right? Okay. So the next feature, the automation 7 system. Actually, I think this feature is super cool. I really love it. But I don't know how much use um, other users will give to that feature. But anyway, actually, it was first added in raylib 4.0, that feature, but it was kind of experimental and never used outside of that. And hey, how it works. Actually, I'm gonna show you. You can try it at home, by the way. If you press S, now it's recording events automatically internally. So I can just move, and you see as I move and I press the add or well, actually events recorded. The events get recorded. Okay, so oh, see. So I can stop recording now. I'm resetting the position of the player. And now if I press A, automatically the events should be reproduced. Yeah, that's it. Okay. It took a while because I was speaking while explaining that. But it records the events by frames. So at the same frame rate, it should reproduce the events at the exactly the way that the original. So yeah, I find it quite quite cool, this new feature. And what can you do with this new feature? For example, you can use it for automated testing. You can use it for in-game cinematics to record some cinematic for the NPCs or other players and just play them when needed without the need to record a full motion. You also can use it, as said, for testing, a testing path for anything. Uh, but also, I think it could be interesting for automated playing of the game. Have um, a AI system that just generates input and records the results from the player playing the game an automated way. And the system can learn to play the game just using this event system. That's actually, I think, quite cool. So this is the automation event system. The next addition, the Spline functionality that I also think it's quite cool. We can, if we play here we can see, right here, can change the speed. We can see how the player moves in a linear from node to rather than node, and move the node. It, yeah, the player is moving now in a linear way. Here we can choose different types of splines that all of them go through the node, right? And yeah, so it's quite useful. It's not only about drawing the splines, these splines. It's not only about drawing and evaluate the points. You can evaluate any point for the player position anytime. And with that point evaluation, layer along a spline, but also rotating following the spline. Useful for many, many, many things in between. Different apps. So, so that's another great functionality added to Riley. But actually, I missed that several times when using Riley in the past or do several things. And yeah, so any question? Are you still there? Yes? Okay. Hi. Yeah. So, wow, wow, there are a lot of people in the. Okay, just stop streaming. Okay, 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 okay. So, is it what's improving in YouTube? Oh, no. Ah, oh, something. What's happening? Where is it? Okay, okay, okay. Hi. Oh. Audio is lagging. It's lagging out completely now. Uh, yeah, okay, just streaming. Stop streaming. Is it improving now in YouTube? I don't know why. It's not improved. Okay, so probably then it's better now. Hmm. Yeah, there is a delay. Oh, okay, I will. Well, I'm with a laptop, so I can't do much here. Okay, let's mute. Can you hear me somewhere now? Can you hear me on YouTube? Okay, it looks better. Okay, okay. So let's continue this way. Can you say something? Maybe. Hello? Hello? It is working. Okay, okay. That's what I want to hear. Okay. So yeah, let's continue. Okay, perfect. Actually, we're out of time, but yeah, let's continue. So, actually, next. Well, the next big improvement actually is not from Riley 5.0, but it's quite aligned because it was released a couple of months ago. It's the Riley 45-second delay. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, never mind. Um, so I was saying that, yeah, another key feature directly related to Riley 5.0, but kind of is right with 4.0, that is the immediate mode UI that I use for all my tools developed. Here you can see the different controls. Yeah, okay. Thanks, thanks. So here you can see right. Oh, so here it's right the library and all the controls uh, available. And okay, here well, you can see what can be done with Righty Library. And yeah, actually, it's aligned. Righty 4.0, it's aligned with Riley 5.0. So if you consider at some moment creating a small tools or some small UI, you can use this immediate mode library. It comes with a lot of visual styles. Actually, that's maybe more optional. Actually, I like it a lot. Okay. So, right, the 4.0, it's another addition, actually. And finally, here is a list, some other additional improvements of Riley 5.0. Some of them, said there are a lot of them, that I think are interesting to be mentioned, that are OpenGL ES 3.0 support or OpenGL 2.0, the support for 16-bit HDR images on images and textures, with the conversion and loading in GPU and everything. Also, the support for SVG images, loading and drawing, but they are pre-rasterized. I mean, they are not drawn on GPU, but in the moment of loading them, they are rasterized. But there is a the scale when SVG images are loaded. Also, it has been added a pseudo random rate. That's all you can see the pseudo random number generator. It was asked, so some users asked, and well, but I added it. It uses the Yoshiro 128 star star and split mix 64 combined algorithms for the number generation, and yeah, well, can be useful. Also, the build system has been replaced with some improvement changes, the CMake, the file, the Visual Studio project. Um, Interesting has been the CodeWell static analysis engine to verify every time that changes are made in Raylib, to verify that um, not only everything works, but also there are not uh, dramatic uh, potential security concerns in the library. It mostly checks for memory allocations and these kind of things. But actually, it's quite interesting. The Google engine. Actually, it's integrated in Hub. And finally, the web page being reviewed, and it has been added a search by functionality, and also open graph support for all the examples. Now, if you try to share the raylib example in different social networks like X or maybe Facebook or wherever, you got a fancy image of the example, from description and everything. Yeah, but there is still work to do the rally page because it could be great, but well, her resources are so it's not improved part. And finally, um, just to end with, as you probably know, for the last few years, I've been developing small tools using Raylib and Raywig. Here it is a list with most of those tools, not all of them, but most of them. And yeah, actually, you can, well, some tools are open source, are open source, others are closed source, some tools are, most of them actually can be used online for free. You versions online and everything are paid versions, and you have generate sounds to that's image viewer and optimizer and image board, texture packer. Okay, you can take a look. Here at the end, there are some tools that are not released yet. The Earth Timeline and Earth Text Editor, the small text editor. Actually, I like a lot this one. Are not released yet. And actually, this presentation has been made with another tool that is not ready yet, but I also expect to release at some point. That it's well, the, a screen viewer and edit this kind of presentations. That's it. And as I said here, the notes for the presentation. So, and yeah, and that's mostly everything for now. Those are the key features. As said, actually there is way more than that. You can check the changelog or even the release notes for Riley 5.0 and and see everything that has been added, features and well, movements that have received the library for this release. Actually, it's been the biggest release ever in 10 years, and actually, I'm super happy with it. Um, Before finishing, I want to especially thanks so because if it was not for them, it, it wouldn't have been possible to release Rally 5.0. They used 71 because thanks to them, the Aircore platform was possible because it was a pending project for several years and it was a lot of work and it was not possible for me to just jump into that because many things could break and it was a really challenging project that platform split, but thanks to others it was possible. They really helped a lot make it possible. And I also want to thanks a lot Jeff and Peter from the Raylib Discord because well they are always there helping new users and answering doubts and well are really helping with the community a lot. So Jeff, Peter, thank you very much. Yeah, that's it. And just to finish before jumping questions, if you have some kind reminder that at this moment it's okay. No, in about half an hour, the Riley slow jam is starting, and it's a new Riley game jam. Actually, it will be the Riley 10th anniversary game jam that Jeff organized. And it's a 5 weeks game jam where you can enjoy uh, making a small game uh, at a slow pace. So you can take your time and you can try to make uh, a great game in 5 weeks. So uh, that's it. If you have any question, I think we have some minutes for questions. So maybe check. Uh, I can check on YouTube and also on Raylib Discord. So feel free to just write down your questions or directly asking me the questions. So anyone in Discord, any question? Feel free to ask me. Hello. I think it has not been disclosed yet. It will be disclosed in the moment it starts in about 25 minutes, I think. Okay, so in oh, okay. Okay, I can. Yeah, the theme of the jam. Yeah, there is some delay. Okay, I can answer in the chat. Okay, I think I can answer. It's a start. Yeah, but you have 5 weeks. You have 5 weeks. That's a lot of time. Yeah, thank you. Okay, questions. Are the future for the relief? Yeah. Okay. Wait, because there are some questions in YouTube. I try to answer. Question, amazing work. What are the future milestones for the raylib? Hope it will stay on the way of easy modularity and continue to be good alternative full-fledged engine. Yeah, that's the plan. Actually, I cannot grow. That's difficult to answer with the delays. Anyway, the plan is to keep raylib as it is, simple and easy as much as possible. Is there an intention to take Raigi towards being a little more visually customizable as per IMG? Actually, Raigi it's quite customizable. There is a tool to customize it. Here's